All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. End of the month, so which means I will be sharing with you another piece of knowledge when it comes to trading. Free knowledge to. Okay, so our topic tonight is what is chalk or change of character or what is breaker block. Pero, bago tayo magsimula, I would like to share this sa lahat. Teka lang, share ko lang ang ating live, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, if you support free quality knowledge, please like and share ang iPro Trading Community. Dito, magkakaroon kayo ng very, very quality na coaching. And the best thing about it, libre lahat. Alright? So, teka lang, sharing lang ako. Just wanna make sure na makakahabol lahat ng ating mga fellow community, fellow traders. Yan. So, tara. Inviting lang ako ah. Live training. Okay. Ayan. So, sige, ganito. This will be our topic for tonight. Ano ba ang chalk? Ano ba yung breaker block? So, when it comes to trading, there are multiple concepts. Kumbaga, this concept is yung approach natin kung saan tayo papasok sa market. Basically, concept is used to get in, get out of the market. You know, we get in our entry, aka buy or sell, and then our TP, our SL, aka our exit. So, chalk or breaker block is just one of those concepts. Pero ang tanong, ano ba talaga ibig sabihin yan? Okay? So ganito, in a world or sa current situation natin ngayon, sobrang dami ang nagre-rebrand sa mga simple technical analysis or technical concept. Nilalagyan ng mga influencers ang mga old school name. Kumbaga, they rebrand it so they can claim it themselves. Pero let's go back to the origin of chalk or breaker block. What does it mean? Okay? So, eto in textbook, okay, chalk or change of character or breaker block is basically yung nagkaroon si market ng consolidation, okay? Nag-breakdown siya, and then bigla siyang binasag, okay? Basically, this is supply and demand or support or resistance, depende na lang kung nasa ilalim or nasa taas. Kung nasa taas, breaker block or change of character ang tawag dyan. Ayan, ganyan siya. So this specific area is a supply and demand. Ngayon, since bullish ang ating change of character, meaning binasag yung supply and demand na yan, it becomes a bullish change of character or bullish breaker block. Now, the concept behind this is yung, kumbaga, when a market breaks a resistance, dito ngayon papasok yung old school term na when a support or resistance gets broken, nagpapalit sila ng role. So, on a bullish scenario, this is a resistance. And alam naman natin kung ang market is bullish, i-break niya yung mga so-called resistance kasi pataas ang pataas, di ba? So ngayon, the moment the market retrace back sa dating resistance that was broken, it has now become the new support. Kaya ngayon, ginagamit to ng mga traders to, instead of buying dito sa ilalim, the moment the price touches this, nagiging buy area na siya. And thus, nagkakaroon tayo ng bullish continuation. Okay? So, ngayon, saan ba ginagamit most of the time yung chalk or breaker block? So, bigyan ko kayo ng mga scenario dito. So, sabihin natin, okay, ganito siya. The market is going down. Pababa. That is what we call a bearish market structure. Kasi, gumagawa siya ng tinatawag nating, just to keep it simple, lagyan natin ng mga letters. Lower high or LH. And then, lower low. Oops. Gumagawa siya ng tinatawag nating mga lower low. So, when a market is bearish, yan ang pinaka main structure niya. Gumagawa siya ng tinatawag nating lower high, which is yung mga yan. Yan. These are called lower high. Oops. Yon. Ayan. And then gumagawa siya ng tinatawag nating mga lower lows. Ayan. So ganito, when does change of character or breaker block happens? So on a market that is continually bumababa, usually it is associated sa tinatawag nating break of trend. Kasi makikita nyo that the market is trending, di ba? So what if the market does this? Bigla siyang bumasag. Ayan. Little girl, what are you doing? Be careful. Yeah, ganun talaga pagka daddy. Habang tayo nagtuturo, we are doing our thing. So anyways, ladies and gentlemen, ayan. Makaka-relate din kayo pagka naging mga parents na kayo. Pero this is the beauty of trading. Nakakapag-trade ka even with around your family. Okay? So ganito yan. With the market shift, or tinatawag nilang market structure shift, or sa iba tinatawag nilang chalk, kadalasan yung chalk nandito. Okay? Nandito yung chalk. Nandyan. Nasa previous or kumbaga nasa dating lower high siya. Kasi if a market is bearish, rerespetohin dapat ang yung tinatawag nating lower highs. Rerespetohin dapat dyan. Dapat hanggang dito lang siya. Pero the moment the market breaks it, kumbaga, this resistance has now become a support. So when the market retraces on this chalk area or the change of character or breaker block, nagkakaroon siya ng ganyang continuation. Okay? Yan yung pinaka-origin ng tinatawag nating chalk or breaker block. Pero ladies and gentlemen, it's just the market changing bias. Ganun lang ka-simple. Okay? Kadalasan, the best way to identify breaker block or chalk is, yun nga, humanap kayo ng mga, for example, we are shifting from bearish to bullish market. Humanap lang kayo ng mga zones na nagko-consolidate. Yan, kamukha niyan. And then when the price goes back to it and it breaks niya, the moment the price retraces, dyan tayo hahanap ng buy. Okay, sa area na yan. Kung saan dati siyang na-break, ngayon acting as our support. Okay? So, ganun lang ka-simple yung ibig sabihin ng chalk or breaker block. Coach, saan galing yung breaker block? Kay ICT. AKA, he claims to be the originator of smart money concept. Pero who cares? At the end of the day, it's just market structure shift. It's just change of market. So, whatever we call it is basically nagbago ang ihip ng market. Ngayon, ang problema nga lang, a lot of people don't know what chalk is. People keep identifying it as a way of parang, for example, ganito. Okay? Here's an example of a possible chalk or change of character or breaker block. And current price ni gold yan today. So, it's a consolidation area that created or kumbaga bumasag siya ng mga liquidities or sa ilalim. Ngayon, dapat respetohin yan kasi it's a block zone, consolidation zone. Nagkaroon siya ng order block. Kaya the word breaker block is what if typically an order block is pagka tinamaan yan, mare-reject siya. Pero in this case, binasag. So this resistance has now become our new support. Kasi supposedly, this move is supposed to be bullish. Ayan. So, the beauty of this is, makikita nyo rito, today, ang ganda example, ano? Topic natin pinakita niya. Parang ito, bigyan ko kayo ng example. So, ganito yan. Let me replay the market. The moment na binasag niya yan. So, ayan. Supposedly, on the hourly, this is a bearish trend. Kitang-kita nyo naman. Pabagsak. Diba? So, the moment na ma-identify natin ang mga so-called resistance, aka mga zones na dapat respetohin on a bearish market, and the moment na binasag sang ganyan, masasabi natin, ay, chok na yan. Change of character. Or kaya tinawag na breaker block, na break yung order block. Okay? So, this is chok / BB for, or breaker block na lang. Lagay natin, breaker block. Ayan. Yan yung mga terms. So ngayon, it's up to you what you want to use, ladies and gentlemen, but it's basically the market is changing condition. Okay? Kumbaga, binasag yung trend, aka breaker block. Ngayon, makikita nyo, the moment nagkaroon tayo ng retracement, di ba? Instead na bumagsak si market dito, this area will now act as a support, which supposedly dapat resistance. Kasi binasag siya, support na siya ngayon. So, tingnan natin yung mga susunod na kandila. O, yan. Tingnan nyo. The moment the candle touches the zone, tingnan nyo gagawin niya. Today lang to nangyari lang to a few hours ago. Bigla siya nagkaroon ng pag-bounce or kumbaga, rejection. Instead of going down, nagtumaas na siya, nag-bounce siya. Boom. Boom. And tumaas siyang ganun, ngayon bumagsak ulit. So retesting siya ngayon. Ngayon, bilang trader, now you have to be careful. Here's a challenge when it comes to trading mga chalk area or yung tinatawag nating breaker blocks. Typically, the rules of that is ganito. The moment na, for example, lagyan natin siya ng a lot of traders would like to use what we call, hinahati nila yung zone. Ayan, lalagyan nila ng tinatawag nating equilibrium. So, yun yung kalagitnaan, yung 50% ng specific order blocks or consolidation zone or breaker block or chalk zone. Ngayon, dito ngayon sila magbabay. Sa kalagitnaan. Basically, sa 50%. Ayan. Buy entry yan. Ngayon, typically, ang magiging SL natin, kung mag-buy tayo dyan, is yung ilalim. A few pips below para iwas sa sundot kulangot. Then ngayon, ang TP niyan, syempre, is supposed to be above this. Coach, bakit? Kasi with this, makakuha na tayo ng more than 1:1 na risk and reward ratio. Okay? Makakuha na tayo. Kaso, yun nga lang, not all the time perfect siya. Kamukha niyan. Instead of mag-TP, pagpunta sa pinakamalapit, biglang bagsak. Coach, ba't ganon? Well, don't worry. It's not final until may SL tayo. Pagka tayo na SL dito sa buy na to, ibig sabihin yan, the overall market is still pa-bearish. Okay? Kasi kung titingin tayo sa daily, mula kagabi until now, gold has been bearish. So, be careful on using chalk or breaker block on smaller time frame, especially kung wala kayong higher time frame bias. Kasi, ladies and gentlemen, in Forex, higher time frame always win. So, kung kayo magliliit ng time frame, make sure hindi kayo kontra sa trend. Okay? It's better to use chalk or breaker block kung nagmamatch siya sa higher time frame. For example, ganito. Ayan. Let me clear up the board, ladies and gentlemen. Ayan. For example, ganito. The market, kinuha na ba to? Ang ganda example, live na live tayo ngayon. It's happening real time. So sabihin natin, most likely there is a possible chalk dito. Or possible, kung bababa ako sa smaller time frame, meron diyang maliit na consolidation. Okay, tingnan natin. Oh, ayan. This area actually. Ayan. This is a consolidation zone, that area. So the moment, okay, basagin yan, and the moment the price retraces, that is our selling zone. Okay? That is our selling zone. Kung babasagin niya to, hindi pa to chalk until basagin. Okay? Hindi pa yan chalk. Kanina, this could have been a probable chalk or breaker block kung binasag. So ngayon, titingnan natin which one will hold. This area or this area. Alright? Ngayon, just be careful lang kung saan kayo magti-TP or mag-ESL. Alright? So, for example, kung ito babasagin, lagyan nyo na kagad to ng ganyan. So, para if ever bumalik yung price, mag-sell tayo dito, short kayo dyan, SL dyan, slightly above, TP kayo, sa susunod na supply and demand that could potentially make the price bounce. Alright? Potentially. Kasi our job as trader to get in, get out. Kung ito ang gusto nyo mga klaseng trade, yung mga ganyan, good luck. Good luck. Yan lang masasabi ko. Good luck kung yan ang gusto nyo. The most important thing when you're a trader is to be profitable at the end of the day. That is the goal of a trader. Kasi unang-una, when you're profitable, kahit even $1 or 1%, natalo nyo pa rin yung pera nyo na being in the bank. Kasi when your money is in a bank, your savings account's in a bank, talo kayo sa inflation, lugi pa kayo sa binibigay nila tito 5% per annum. Ngayon, Ito origin story to ng mga trader. Bakit naging trader ang mga tao? Kasi unang-una, they don't wanna put their money in the bank. Alam natin nabubulok ang pera sa bangko. So, our job bilang trader, unang-una, maprotektahan ang ating kapital and make it grow higher what the bank produces. Which is, kung makakahit tayo ng at least 2% a month throughout the whole year, times mo yun ng 12 months, that is 24%. 24% versus 3 to 5% per annum. You are better than the bank. Why would you put your money in the bank kung kaya nyo namang kumita ng 2 to 5% monthly? Diba? Yun yung simple logic on why citizens like us or employees became traders. Unang-una, we understand that the money in the bank is meant for security. It's only meant for savings, not for investment. Money in the bank is not an investment, even on time deposit. Time deposit ngayon, ganun pa rin ang offer nila kahit million ang account mo. Kahit 5 million ang ilagay mo, ibibigay nila sa inyo, 3 to 5% per annum pa rin. Which is talo pa rin sa inflation ng Philippines, which is right now, nasa 7%. So, kaya wag kayong mag-aim for the most unrealistic expectation. Our job is to make money. And the best thing about making money sa trading, we are not spending 8 hours a day. Don't treat trading like an employment job where you have to stay on front of the chart 24 or 5 to 8 hours a day. Your job is to make money sa trading without putting the 7 to 8 hours of work. Meaning, mag-execute kayo mag-place na kayo ng position. For example, ito. Ayan, makita nyo. I-break na yan. Mag-place na kayo ng position, mag-set na kayo ng SL nyo, iwanan nyo na lang. Huwag nyo nang tingnan. Nakapag-set na kayo ng inyong expectation. Okay? So, ganito. Tingnan natin isabay sa live trade. Okay? Yung chalk na to. Let's see kung makakapag-trade tayo ng live. O, ayan. Bababa ako sa 5 minutes. Ayan, tingnan natin. So, right now, this is acting. Okay? Ang job ko lang naman is pagka siya na-break at nagkaroon siya ng pag-pullback, magse-sell ako dito, SL ko, right above here. Okay? Pero I have to see it break. Tingnan natin. Alright, tingnan natin. So, for now, I'll give a few more examples. Okay? Uy, good evening, Sir Oliver. Ayan. Hello, Sir Kobe. Ayan, another week, another stream. Yes, yes. Ayan, welcome sa mga ating mga viewers. So, sige, ganito. Ito pa. Bigyan ko kayo ng another example naman on a very scenario. So, ganito yan. So, the market has a consolidation. Tatamaan siya ngayon ng price. The moment the price breaks that, chok na yon, change of character. Kasi supposedly the price is supposed to bounce sa baba. It's supposed to do that. Kasi supply and demand, acting as support, it's supposed to bounce. Pero the moment it breaks it, it becomes our new, ayan, it becomes this. Diba? Ganyan dapat. Okay? Pero, nakadepende yan sa asset na tinitrade nyo. May mga assets like gold, mahilig sa mga ganitong galaw. Babasagin, then biglang babagsak. Minsan ganyan pa eh. So be careful kayo sa ganyan. Hindi perfect ang mga supply and demand. Okay? Especially kung the market is low in liquidity. They will love to eat yours SL. Kaya be careful on using chalk on a smaller time frame like minutes. Okay? Be careful. Ang mga smaller time frame, prone yan sa up and down sweep. So ayan, tingnan natin. Maganda nga makita nyo real time ngayon kung makakapag-trade tayo ng makakapag-execute tayo. So, tingnan natin kung pagka the moment it breaks this, okay? So, you have two choices, ladies and gentlemen. You can either take the risky side. Coach, ano yung risky side? May mga iba naglalagay dito ng sell stop. Okay? Meaning, may sell order kayo na pagka tinamaan, matitrigger yung sell nyo. Ngayon, ang SL nyo, ito. Okay? Yung pinaka taas niyan. Ito. Kasi this is the, balik tayo sa chart dito. So let me highlight this. Parang ganito. Diba? Ayan yung tinatawag nating choke or breaker block area. Ayan, kamukha niya, mukhang babasagin na. Kung ako, magse-sell stop dito, literally, consider the risk. Malaki ang risk. Lilit ang possible reward nyo. Okay? Kung ito magiging ano nyo rito. Ayan. So, ayan. Ngayon, mas maganda kung kaya niyong maghintay or kumbaga maging patient na bigyan pa kayo na with a much better entry kung babalik siya dito. Pagka diyan kayo magse-sell, oh, not only napaliit niyo ang risk, napalaki niyo pa yung reward. Kaya yung mga gandang setup sa trading, it's all about patience. Pero the market does not always guarantee na siya ay magkakaroon ng retracement. Kasi kadalasan, pagka yung mga ganitong consolidation, kamukha niya, binasag na. Okay, binasag na siya. So, tingnan natin ngayon kung makakapag-trade tayo. Ayan, teka lang. Ayan na, binasag na. Ayan na, ayan na. This is a good example. So, ngayon, maghihintay ako ng possible retracement. Yung biglang pag-pullback dito. Tingnan natin kung bibigyan tayo ng chance para mag-sell. Siyempre, we gotta make our lot size a lot smaller para kita natin. Ayan, tingnan natin ha. Okay. Minimal lot size natin, minimal lot size. Live account to by the way. So ayan, tingnan natin, na-break na siya. Na-break na. So ngayon, kung yung mga next na candle, magkakaroon tayo ng biglang pag-pullback dito. Meaning, babagsak siya dito, possible. Sabihin natin, pwede niyang i-close yung fair value gap dyan or pwede niyang tamaan to. Basta meron siyang specific target. Pagka siya nag-pullback dito, I'm gonna sell SL ko above this supply and demand. Okay? Tingnan natin. Anong oras na ba? Sakto, magna 9 o'clock. New York session. Magbubukas ang New York. Little girl, he took over my spot. Ay, nako. Anyway, sige. Okay, nasaan na ba tayo? Uy, good evening, Doc. Doc Alex. Gandang gabi, Sir Lowell. Sila ba, Coach? Oy, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, nakalimutan ko na ang aking disclaimer. What is our disclaimer? iPro Trading Community is not an investment company or a broker or an introducing broker. We are a free community that teaches for free. And pagka kami nagkakaroon ng mga ganitong live trading session, kung gusto nyong sumabay, it's your money, it's your responsibility. We are not claiming to be financial experts. Solely, everything we do is solely our opinion based on our years of experience. Okay? So, always be responsible with your money. Bago kayo mag-trade, always know the risk. All right? We do not guarantee profits. But we do guarantee quality teaching dito sa iPro. All right? Kaya ingat po tayo. Nag-post ako kaninang maga, medyo dumadami ang ating mga pretenders or scammers na nag-o-offer na naman ng investment. So please, paki-report. Kung may malasakit kayo sa ating community, please paki-report kaagad. Alright? So ayan, tira natin. Sa mga iba, ginagamit to as a possible. Kung sa 1 minute ako titingin, makikita nyo, ladies and gentlemen, nagkaroon siya ng possible retracement dito. Ngayon, makikita nyo, it's acting as a resistance. So, tingnan natin kung ano gagawin sa 1 minute. Now, like I said, be careful. The smaller the time frame, the more na magulo ang price, especially kay gold. Kaya be careful. Alright? Pero for now, we are gonna be observing. Tingnan natin. So, let me establish lang ang ating yung breaker block dito or our chalk area. Tingnan natin. Ayan na, ayan na, ayan na. Let's see, let's see. Nagkakaroon tayo ng retracement. Ayan. Ayan na, ayan na. Ayan na. So, kung magsisell ako dito, I would sell that right now. Basta ang SL ko, right here, above. Pagka tayo na SL, wala tayong magagawa. So, ngayon, what's our reward? So, ngayon, I would put my TP dito. Bakit? This is a consolidation area. Or, another example of support or resistance turned support. Kasi binasag din siya, di ba? So, tingnan natin. Ayan. So, right now, makikita nyo rito, this is our consolidation zone na binasag. Ngayon is gonna act as a ceiling or resistance. Tingnan natin if it will hold. Ayan. So, tingnan natin. Let's see. Like I said, we do not guarantee anything. So, kung mag-follow kayo, it's your choice. Tingnan natin. Ay, 9 o'clock na pala. Nako, eto matindi dyan. Biglang ganun, no? Tsaka biglang bagsak. Knowing si Gold. Tignan natin. Wala tayong magagawa, ladies and gentlemen. Yan. Sa iPro, buhay na buhay. Mga walang hilig sa kape. Ay, nako, nakatatlong kape ko today, Doc. Kaya medyo palpitate. Girl, are you eating the peanuts? Gabi na. May sugar yan. Did you eat the whole thing? Give me the cover. Wag na wag niyong bibigyan ng matamis ang mga anak niyo, especially kung may school sila sa umaga. Drink water. Now, please. Lie down. Anyways. All in, ang sahod ngayong cut off. Oy, be careful ah. So yan, let's see. Nako. Ladies and gentlemen, look at this 1 minute. Nagkaroon kayo ng mini chok sa 1 minute, oh. Consolidation, binasag. Ito, dito ngayon nagkakaroon ng confusion when it comes to chok or mga change of character. Kamukha niya, sa 1 minute, meron tayong chok naman dito. So, to make it interesting, titignan natin kung sino yung mas magiging tama. Yung higher time frame o yung so-called lower time frame. Ayan. So, tingnan natin. So, meron tayong buy position dito to prove na yung chok na to will work. Sakto naman, nandyan naman tayo eh. Nga, so yung SL natin nasa below, is maliit lang naman. So, tingnan natin kung sino tama. Ayan. The small or the higher time frame. Basta nakapag-set na tayo. Uy. Tingnan natin. Ang nakakaano nga lang sa chok, you have to identify kung eto ba or eto. Okay, kadalasan kasi chok is based on consolidating areas, order blocks, 'di ba? Order blocks kasi may breakout diyan. So binasag siya, ngayon is retracing. So tingnan natin kung sino tama. Nako. Let's see. Para makita nyo kung sino yung mas tama in higher time frame or lower time frame. Sa higher time frame, mukhang nakikita nyo, nire-reject na yung price dyan. Unang-una, sa higher time frame, double ang ating. Meron tayong supply and demand dito, meron tayong supply and demand dito acting as a ceiling. So 1 minute, makikita nyo, pagka lumagpas yung price dito, nako, nag-aalanganin na. Kaya be careful sa mga nagwa 1 minute scalping. If you don't know, if you're a beginner, I do not recommend na mag-scalping kayo basta-basta, especially kay gold. Uy, may pag-asa. Nagre-react yung price dito. Tingnan natin. Nako. O, ayan, nakikita nyo, real time, ano. Ayan. Oh, by the way, wag niyong kopyahin yung hedging. Hedging is not for beginners either. Okay? Masakit sa uli yan kung hindi pa kayo familiar sa hedging. Ayan. Tingnan natin kung ano mangyayari, ladies and gentlemen. Sakto, 9 o'clock. Pagka ganitong 9 o'clock, the New York market is open. When the New York market is open, there is a lot of volatility because there is high volume of liquidity, meaning maraming pera. Maraming pera. It's that simple. Whenever you hear the word liquidity, pera. Volatility, movement sa market. So, ayan na. Waiting game tayo. Waiting game. Let's see. Either it will bounce here or it will bounce pababa. Higher time frame versus lower time frame. Ayan na. Moment of truth, ladies and gentlemen. Moment of truth. At least nakikita nyo, di ba? Consolidating areas, it becomes a reaction zones. So coach, ito bigyan ko scenario. Coach, pagka ba binasag yung consolidation na yan, double chok ba ang tawag doon? Yeah. Kasi ang breaker block or order blocks is basically mga consolidation zones that broke out. Kaya siya tinawag na breaker na order blocks is because the market has a sell order or buy order na must be fulfilled. And since hindi kayang makumpleto yung isang malaking transaction, they break it into small blocks of orders para lang ma-complete. Yung tinatawag nating consolidation. Bakit tinawag na consolidation? Yung small, yung mga small na kumbaga, meron kayong debt. Gusto nyo i-consolidate. Isa na bayaran nyo one time, big time, hindi nyo kaya, pabayaran nyo ng maliliit na increment. So, yun yung mga blocks of orders o order block. Okay? O, mukha niyan. Binasag na ba? Parang hindi pa, no? Suspense market. 9 o'clock, wala pang ginagawa. What? Matter of waiting game. Ayan. Tingnan natin kung sino tama. 5 minutes or C? 1 minute. Ayan. Okay, may mga tanong tayo. Sir Jan, ask ko lang coach, kung pareho ba ang volume sa liquidity? So, liquidity is money. Volume is kumbaga yung tama. Actually, kung marami tayong pumapasok na traders during a specific time, yun yung volume, meaning marami tayong pera. Tama. Volume and liquidity is very, very similar. Ngayon, you have to understand on how to use liquidity. Usually, when a market creates a volatility, meron silang kinuhang liquidity or pera or kumbaga mga TP areas, SL areas kung saan nakakaroon sila ng pag-cash out or pag-pull out. Okay? So, yung volume, yung massive pasok ng either buy or sell orders. Okay? Which also triggers yung malaking volatility. So, they are very similar pero there are some minor differences. Ayun. So, ayan na. Tinan natin. Nako, mukhang mananalo si smaller time frame. But kaya? Let's see. Tinan natin. Nako. Mukhang mga pa 1 minute scalp na tayo. Ayan na. Moment of truth. Ngayon, kung magti-TP ako sa 1 minute na buy na to, this would be our perfect TP area. Diyan. Bakit? Another resistance. Di ba? Oh. Let's see who's gonna win. London lows. Tingnan natin, sir. Kung kinuha na ba si London? Di pa, sir. Oh. Ito low ni London eh. Kaninang, anong oras ba to? Kaninang 2 o'clock. Ito yung low ni London. Ayan. Oh, kung kayo nag-wonder, this is a free indicator called Market Sessions by Anche. Libre lang to sa TradingView kung gusto nyong gamitin. Okay? Ayan, tingnan natin kung sino ang tama. Ayan na. You see my point kanina? Kung nag-sell tayo dito, laki ng drawdown natin. Kaya always look at para yung the closer it is sa ating SL, the better. O yan na. Tumataas na. Ayan na. Aray ko, SL yung aray, SL. Pero profit naman. So nanalo si 1 minute. Sweet. Nanalo ang ating 1 minute breaker block or choke. Ngayon, if ever magkakaroon siya ng pagpunta dito, pwede tayong mag-additionals buy position. Ayan. So let's see. Mukhang gustong maging bullish ngayong 9 o'clock. Bakit? Well, mukhang ito pa rin yung bigger picture pala, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, sa 1 hour, nagkaroon tayo ng bigger picture. Oh, let me show you again. This is the so-called breaker block sa 1 hour time frame. O, ayan. Lagyan natin to ng equilibrium. So, right now, dyan siya nagkakaroon ng reaction. So, breaker block. Ayan, tingnan natin. So, this market should go up. It should go up. Tingnan natin. You see how you need to be careful sa time frame. Meron kayong possible choke or order block sa 1 minute, sa 5 minutes, sa 15 minutes, in every time frame meron. So ngayon, you really have to be careful. Huwag kayong mag-focus on too many time frame. Okay? If you're a beginner, choose only one time frame for now. Kasi, makita nyo, coach, saan ba ako sasabay? Sa 1 minute, sa 5 minutes. Remember, the higher the time frame, the bigger the or the stronger the bias. So, tingnan natin. Diba? Boom, boom, boom. Supposed to do this. Supposed to. If ever tataas to, ito nakikita kong target liquidity. Pera ng New York kagabi, pera ng London, mag-aabang na ako ng mga probable. Parang ito nakikita ko kasi this is what we call trend line liquidities. So if ever that aangat siya tonight, magiging bullish ang New York session, kakainin niya yung mga yan. Kakainin niya. Ano yung logic behind that? Gold kumuha siya ng major liquidity sa baba. Kaya pagkabasag ni gold, rather than continuing, ano nangyari? Bigla siyang nagtaas. Meaning, pagkakuha ng pera sa trendline liquidity na to, maraming nag-TP sa sell kay gold. So ngayon, bigla tayo nagkaroon ng major retracement. So ngayon, kung alam nila na sobrang bearish si gold, kasi bearish si gold when it comes to fundamental, malakas ang CPI, malakas ang non-farm payroll nung this month of June. Ngayon, hawkish din yung central bank news. So you have this fundamental data that's driving the dollar to be strong. Kaya si gold has been crashing down. Okay? So ngayon, syempre, alam ng market na pa-bearish si gold. Pero, you have to understand, the market will not always move in one direction. Kailangan niya magkaroon ng retracement. So yung ginagawa niya na pagbasag na to is basically this exact scenario. Nagkakaroon siya ng retracement. So meaning, kung tataas man si gold, may hangganan. Maybe, pagkakuha niya dito, pagkakuha niya dyan, pwede siyang bumaba. Or, kung kulang talaga ang liquidity niya, kakain siya ng mga tinatawag nating buy-side liquidities or mga highs. Pagkakain yon, if it collects enough sell orders, pwede siyang bumagsak ulit. Alright? Ganyan kasi ang ugali ni gold. Mahilig kumain ng pera. Alright? Mahilig. Kaya be careful on trading gold. So, tingnan natin kung ano gagawin. So, balik tayo dito. Oh, so far, actually, pwede kong taasan yung TP ko dito. Ayan. Hey! Uy! So, sa mga ganitong moments, kung kayo nag-aalanganin, pwede na kayong mag-SL to entry, pero be careful. Kung kayo mag-SL to entry, dalawa lang naman ang pwedeng mangyari. Hindi kayo mawawalan, hindi rin kayo magkakaroon. So, pwede niyong panindigan ang inyong mga so-called original SL para if ever magkaroon tayo ng major retracement at biglang tumaas, hindi kayo ma-feel, ay sayang, pala, nag-secure na ako ng pera. Ayun, another option, pwede kayong mag-close partial. Secure nyo yung kalahati ng kinita nyo. Okay? Ayan. Sir Rafi, gising na gising anak mo, coach. Kaya nga Nakikita nyo ba? Sit down. May pasok po ito mamayang bukas ng 6 a.m. Iba mga bata ngayon. Hali. Go to sleep. Mamaya. Alam nyo, mga bata ngayon, mga headstrong Tigas ng ulo. Alam mo yung kahit palo, hindi na sila takot Nung araw, takot tayo sa palo. Hindi ko lang alam. Anyways. Coach, ano po ba pinagkaiba ng spot sa futures chart? Depende sir sa market. Are you referring to sa crypto? Kadalasan pagka sinabing spot or futures, mainly crypto yun Pagka sa spot, para kang investor. Hanggat di mo binebenta yung share mo or yung binili mong coin or crypto, kahit bumaba presyo nun, hindi kayo mawawalan. Sa futures kasi, nakadepende sa kapital nyo. Nag-buy kayo sa futures, meron kayong kapital na pagka nasunog, wala na. Sa spot kasi, literal na mag-hold ka ng mag-hold kahit negative yung portfolio ng matagal. Usually, pagka ganun, basta kung kayo mag-crypto, at gusto nyo ng peace of mind, mag-spot kayo. Especially kung meron kayong fundamental or if you believe based on data na accumulated yun na crypto is the future. Mag-spot kayo. Long-term ang crypto. Kumbaga, para kayong bumili ng lupa or real estate. Kahit mag-up and down yung value, pero eventually, due to the flow of our economy or the future of finance, eventually magkakaroon siya ng value. Parang ganun. Pero futures, yun yung tinatawag nating very close to forex trading na meron kayong capital na, for example, parang ganito, bigyan ko kayo ng idea. Sabihin natin, di ba, meron akong buy right now kay gold. Kung eto spot, kahit bumagsak yung price niya all the way sa baba, hanggat hindi ko binebenta yung hold ko na yon, meaning hindi ko kina-cash out or dinedeclare as, ina-accept as full loss, buhay pa rin yon. Ngayon, sa forex kasi hindi ko pwedeng gawin yon. Pagka bumagsak si gold nang wala akong SL, kung ano yung capital ko sa account ko, kaya niyang kainin, kaya niyang sunugin. So, be careful sa futures kung ano, yun. Sa forex. So, forex is, like I said, very similar sa futures ng crypto. Na naka-base yan sa capital. Naka-base. So, ayan na. Uy. So, ngayon, titignan natin, ladies and gentlemen, another opportunity for choke or breaker block. Ito, this area right now. Pagka ito binasag, mamayang either ngayong 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock, di ko lang kung halong ako magla-live eh. Basta ganito bantayan yung area na to. Pagka ito binasag tonight, that is magandang example of a choke. So meaning, binasag yan. Nag-retrace siya. Nag-buy kayo dito sa area na yan. Double consolidation equals double the demand zone or double the support. So binasag siya, nag-retrace yung price, buying area, boom, more room pataas yan. Tingnan natin kung babasagin to tonight. Sa 1 minute, binasag na to eh. So ito na kayo ng next target niya, babasagin niya. Breaker block or choke. Tingnan natin. Yan. Yun. Anong oras na ba? 9:80 na pala, ladies and gentlemen. Yan. Nako. Mukhang may mga sumasabay sa community. Oy. Ingat kayo Pero honestly ba nakikita nyo, ladies and gentlemen, no? Even with minimal lot size, in about how many minutes? Wala pang 30 minutes. Kumita na kayo ng 6,000 pesos. Beautiful, isn't it? Ano? Pero, alam nyo, that's the beauty of trading eh. Pero, eto just because nagagawa to ng mga traders ngayon doesn't mean you can do it right away. It's possible if you're willing to do the work. Okay? Trading is a skill. There is no such thing as overnight magiging mahusay na trader kayo. No. The more you practice this, the more it becomes natural. Alright? Always remember that. This is doable if you put the effort, if you put the time. Kasi unang-una sa mental game. Yan na. Uy, double choke tayo. Tingnan natin. So, ganito gagawin natin, ladies and gentlemen. Always secure some of your money. Since naka points 1 tayo, mag-secure tayo ng kalahati. Para, if ever ma-SL to entry tayo, kasi supply and demand dyan eh. Knowing we're trading gold, anytime, pwede siyang ma-reject. Pero kung di siya kung babasagin niya to, di ba? Bonus na lang to. So pagka ganyan, if ever ma-SL man ako, na-minimize ko yung loss ko kasi nakapag-secure na ako ng pera. Ngayon, I have another choice. Ang tawag dyan, risk management I can do this. SL to entry. So, if ever bumagsak dito, ayun na, sinusundo na ng lola yung anak ko. If ever bumalik dito yung price, hindi ako mawawalan. Kasi nakapag-secure na ako ng kalahati. Okay? So, kaya sa trading talaga, there's so many ways to manage our money. So, bilang trader, ano ba ang pinaka-importante sa inyo? Okay? Kumita, maging tama, mahit yung goal nyo, whichever. You have to decide. Kaya ang mga tao, nagiging problema sa trading is they don't have a goal. Kumita man sila, wala silang satisfaction kasi Akala nila kita lang ng kita. Pero ito there are times na kumita na kayo sa umaga, nag-trade pa kayo ng gabi, na wala ang inyong profit. Or ganito, kumita kayo ng Monday through Wednesday, nag-trade pa kayo ng Friday na wala lahat ang profit. Yun ang nagkakos ng major psychological breakdown sa trader. Yung pinaghirapan nyo dahil lang naging greedy kayo na wala pa. Kaya sa trading, the best way to approach trading, pagka kayo in profit, protect your capital, secure your money, kagad. Kaya kayo naging trader is to be profitable. Wag na wag kayo mag-expect na alam nyo ang market 100%. There is no such thing as 100% win rate dito. If the market was so easy to read, then 90% of traders are billionaires. Di ba? Kaya, especially if you're trading gold, you don't know. Anytime pwede mag-tweet si Trump, biglang bagsak yan. Wala tayong control doon. Ang control natin is pagka tayo in profit, we can secure our money. Pagka tayo negative, we can minimize our losses. Doon tayo may control. Pero yung si market ataas dito, no one knows that. Ask any expert trader. No one knows when the market exactly will go up and down. It's always a chance. It's always a game of chance. Okay? I'm telling you this because I've been humbled too many times bilang trader. When you think na master mo yung market, bigla ka niyang i-humble. Kaya the best way to master trading is mastering yourself. Yung pagiging greedy nyo is you knowing when to be happy pagka kumita na and knowing when to stop pagka kayo may losses na. Yun ang makokontrol nyo. Pero yung flow ng market, it never guarantees. Okay? Hindi guaranteed. Kaya, always secure your money when you're in profit. Don't be greedy. Kasi ito ito ang nagiging trap sa trading. Sabihin natin, nagkaroon na kayo ng consistency bilang technical trader or fundamental trader. Naging mahusay kayo. Magkakaroon kayo tinatawag nating euphoria. Kasi you feel invincible kasi in the past few days, past few weeks, puro profit. So, lumalaki yung ego nyo na hindi nyo napapansin kasi nakafocus kayo sa profit. Nakasanayan ng katawan nyo or ng mindset nyo na kumikita kayo ng ganitong specific amount. So, naa-addict kayo. Now, most people who are not experienced, hindi nila mapapansin na addict na pala sila sa trading. To the point, nag-overtrade na kayo. Nawawala yung, kumbaga, hindi na kayo satisfied. Naging greedy na talaga. Next thing you know, market will change direction. Doon kayo mapaparang, hala, ano nangyari? Biglang nawala lahat. Umamin yung mga viewers natin na naka-experience nun. Sa mga fellow traders ko dito, sino naka-experience nun? Yung, you think you know the market, then bigla kayong, naglaki kayo ng lot size, nag-increase kayo ng risk, then bigla kayong hinumble. Boom! Patay ang inyong psychology. Nakaka-drain ng confidence yun, ladies and gentlemen. Kaya your job is not to predict the market 100%. Di ba? Like I said, no one knows if a supply and demand will be broken. No one knows kung bigla siyang mare-reject. O ganito, kung gusto nyo, pwede kayong mag-buy now here. SL nyo, eto. Okay? Tingnan natin kung sino tama. Anong oras na ba? Ayan. Sakto, 9 o'clock. Tingnan natin. Ayan. Good evening, good evening. Ako kanina. London session. Nako. Every Tuesday lang po ba ang live trading session? Yes, sir, Kuya Wills. Yung ganitong public, I conduct public live trading sa mga hindi pa namin kasama sa community. Okay? Kumbaga, we do this para ipakita sa lahat kung paano ba nangyayari ang trading. Okay? So, unang-una is also para makita nyo yung without hype, makikita nyo yung reality na talaga bang kumikita ng ganyan kalaking pera, talaga bang may risk, yung mga ganon. So ngayon, pinapakita namin to para hindi kayo madala sa mga hina-hype ngayon ng mga other influencer na Sinasabi nila, easy money daw. Sabi nila, get rich quick scheme, yung mga ganon. Okay? So, kung na-understand nyo na may risk ang trading, kung na-understand nyo na nakikita nyo yung potential of trading, at meron kayong capital na pang-trade, welcome sa community. Pero kung kayo wala pang tamang capital, tambay kayo sa mga ganitong live trading session. This is free knowledge na ino-offer namin sa inyo. Kaya you can use this time to ask questions, use this time to learn. Okay? Use this time. Take advantage of that. Basta ganito. Always remember this. iPro is a free community. Yes, we will coach you. Pero you need to be ready financially for trading. Trading is not for everyone. Okay? Ito ang wag na wag yung gagawin. Kung kayo tight sa budget or kumbaga yung pera nyo is pinagsusurvive nyo lang at ipang trade nyo, wag na wag yung gagawin yon. You are putting so many pressure sa sarili nyo. Okay? Yung perang tinetrade natin is parang ganito. Meron kayong extra money na ayaw nyong itenga lang sa bangko kasi talo kayo sa inflation, talo kayo sa pinipigay na malit na return ni bank. The reason why you're trading your money because you want to increase your interest rate. That's the ultimate goal while protecting your capital. Okay? So in order for you to earn big sa trading, dapat malaki ang inyong capital. Always think of it as a numbers game. Okay? Numbers game. Kasi kung meron kayong malit na capital, sabihin natin, like most traders, ako noon, nagsimula ako sa $100. Yung $100 ko na capital, expectation ko kumita ng $20 every single day. Yung $20, anong percentage sa 100 ko na capital? 20%. Kumita ako ng 20%. Daig na daig ko yung bangko. Kasi yung bangko, binibigay sa akin, 3 to 5% per annum. Sa trade, nagagawa ko 20. Pero ang tanong, sustainable ba na kumikita ka ng 20% a day sa capital mo? Sustainable ba yon? Meaning, kaya nyo bang gawin yon without stress? Kayo lang makakasagot niyan. And if you're a beginner, most likely not. Kaya ang nangyayari sa mga traders, nasasanay sa ganong kita sa malit na account to the point nagbibuild sila ng maling expectation, maling habit. Kaya eventually sila ay nasusunugan. Kasi unang-una pa lang, mali na kagad ang expectation nila sa pera nila. Your job as a trader is to earn. Realistically, without stress, 3 to 5% a month. Realistically. 3 to 5% a month, sobrang doable yan. Kasi kung maliit lang ang target nyo, maliit lang ang risk nyo. Start muna kayo bilang beginner sa ganung realistic. Pagka nagagawa nyo yun confidently, meaning hindi na hula yung ginagawa nyo sa trading, talagang you understand what you're doing, tsaka kayo mag-increase ng capital. That's the game of trading. Risk management, money management. Always protect your capital. Pagka nawala ang capital nyo, end of story. Hindi na kayo makakapag-trade. And I've seen a lot of traders break down pagka nasunugan. Breakdown as in, nasira yung confidence to the point na hindi sila makapag-trade. A lot of traders has been there. Kaya, don't put yourself in a position na kayo ay mawawala ng malaking pera. Ang hirap makabangon sa ganun. Psychologically, mentally, ang hirap. Emotionally. Kasi sa trading, kahit sobrang galing kayo sa technical analysis, sobrang talino kayo, once natamaan kayo ng psychological pressure or mental pressure, you will break down. You will break down. Diba? Simple common sense. You put enough stress on something, eventually it will break, regardless how strong the integrity. Ang mga taong stress sa buhay palagi, madalas magkasakit. Tama? Kaya, if you're trading, do not put yourself in a stressful position. Dapat, as a trader, simplify nyo ang inyong concept, inyong approach. Kung the simpler yung pag-trade nyo, the less kayo mag-overthink. And the less kayo mag-overthink, the less kayo may stress. And the less kayo may stress, most likely, magiging maganda ang mga decision making nyo. Look back sa past life nyo or sa past choices nyo na you made a decision dahil sobrang stress kayo. Kadalasan, that decision does not end up well. Di ba? Common sense, ladies and gentlemen. Common sense. Don't put yourself in a very stressful position. Doon tayo, wow, sakit sa ulo nun. Ayan. Ay, ang boring. Walang ginagawa si New York. Boring. May balita ba tonight? Check nga natin. Anong balita tonight? Meron ba? Let's see, let's see. I just wanna check sa Forex Factory, free news outlet. Uy! Meron kanina. Dollar yen, okay. May impact si Japanese yen. Pero sa calendar, tingnan natin. Today, wala tayong major news. Ay, mamaya, 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock. Meron tayong consumer confidence and jolts. So, medium impact, pero hindi siya major. Pero it's enough for the market to be, right now, nagko-consolidate siya. Remember this, when the market is consolidating, especially on, ayan, kamukha niya, di ba? Mula kanina, nagko-consolidate siya. May hinihintayan. Remember, what drives the market is fundamental. Economic data, doon nagbe-base yung mga nagpapagalaw ng price na yan. Sino nagpapagalaw ng mga price na yan? Mga bangko. Ang mga bangko, wala silang pakialam sa technical. Ang gusto nila, yung economic data. Doon sila nagpo-focus. Okay? That's the reality. They're here for the bigger picture. Sino ba mga nakilala ko noon na sabi nila, nung sila ay nagtitrade sa trading floor, 4 hours na ang pinaka-scalping nila. They're always focused on daily, weekly time frame. Siyempre, bigger money, di ba? Bigger picture. So right now, pagka ako na SL to entry, tapos na ang ating live, we don't have any bootcamp this coming week. So next month, baka mag-conduct kami ng another free bootcamp sa mga viewers natin na very beginner. We're always hosting a free bootcamp para magkaroon kayo ng very clear yet simple idea kung ano ba ang forex trading para doon kayo makapag-decide kung trading is for you. Okay? So I always suggest na umattend kayo ng bootcamp para alam nyo yung pinapasok nyo sa trading. Doon namin nilalatag lahat ng pros and cons of a trader. Doon kayo makakapag-gauge. At the same time, doon kayo magkakaroon ng real decision. Hindi kayo yung parang kina-hype, binebentahan. Dito, wala magbebenta sa inyo kasi we are a free community. Kaya our job is to educate you properly about sa trading. Okay? That is iPro's job. We educate for free. Alright? So, yun. Let's see kung ano mangyayari. Moment of truth. Basta pag na-SL ako, tapos na live natin, at least nakita nyo, di ba? Oh. Kung eto one final tip ko sa inyo, balik tayo dito sa ating chart. When it comes to breaker block or choke areas, the bigger the consolidation, the stronger siya. Okay? There are reason bakit minsan ang dali niyang basagin. Kadalasan maliit lang yung consolidation, meaning maliit lang yung naging transaction dyan. Pero sabihin natin malaki to. The more likely na siya ay magiging strong na barrier. Ganun lang. Kasi the bigger the consolidation, the bigger the volume of money being injected throughout that time. Kasi once the market breaks out of this, meaning marami silang perang naipon. Okay? Kaya eventually when the price goes down to it, since malaki yung consolidation, malaki yung supply and demand, very strong siya na hindi basta-basta babasagin. Ang mga kabasag lang dyan, kung nakakaroon tayo ng mga sudden news. Okay? Yung mga talagang market shifting balita. Alright? So, yun. Basta tonight, observe nyo on how strong si market. Ay. Kaya ako, kung tutusin ako, to be honest, I don't use breaker block or choke. I have a much simpler approach to trading. Kasi, ito kasi nangyayari when it comes to smart money concept traders. Mag-identify kayo. Coach, is this a breaker block? Coach, Di ba, breaker block to. Binasag, nag-bounce. Oh, how do we know na it will be respected again? So, there's so many variation, there's so many settings, to the point it creates so many friction. I avoided trading on pure smart money concept. Kasi I've seen so many flaws, so many different variation. Kaya ako, I like to keep my trading as simple as possible. Kaya you need to realize that bilang trader, especially kung kayo ay inconsistent bilang trader, meaning you're doing something na too much friction. Inconsistency means marami kayong doubt, wala kayong clear, wala kayong clarity. Kaya always reflect on your trades. Palagi ko sinasabi, journalize all your trades. But dapat as soon as possible, o yan, SL to entry na tayo. O, wala na. Good night, ladies and gentlemen. Pero like I said, the clearer ang concept na gagamitin nyo bilang trader, the sooner, okay, the sooner magkakaroon kayo ng result. Like I said, you don't need complicated knowledge. I've seen traders like Coach Melchor gumamit lang ng candlesticks. Candlestick lang ang gamit niya pang trade. Ngayon, ang laki ng perang kinikita niya. Sorry, Coach. Pero, yun yung, ako, natutuwa ako sa mga result ng other traders. Kasi, unang-una, I love it when a trader or a fellow trader, nalagpasan nila yung mga challenges. Yung mga success story, nakaka-proud, nakakatuwa. Kasi you learn bilang when you're a trader and you're in a healthy community, ang sarap matuto sa mga fellow traders. Meaning, meron na silang pinagdaanan, let's learn from them. Okay? Yung the fact na we know so many knowledge and we try to apply it all at the same time. It's simple as jack of all trades, master of none. When you try to learn so many things and try to master so many things, the longer the result. Pero the less tools you use, the sooner the result. Common sense, ladies and gentlemen, common sense. Which nowadays, madaming lacking sa trading. We try to overthink things. Kaya, simplify nyo ang trading nyo. Okay? Simplify it. Simplify it. Especially ngayon in the age of social media where everyone is always flexing this and that. People selling this and that. Kaya, sakat sa ulo ngayon. Daming mga, daming mga maling example sa social media. Just for the sake na makabenta lang, makapag-hype lang. Daming mali. Anyway, sige ladies and gentlemen, kita-kits sa community. Kita-kits next week. Okay? Dami ko kasing duties eh. Meron pa kaming orientation this week. Dami pa mangyayari. Siyempre, may mga live session pa kami sa community. Siyempre, I have to prioritize yung mga serious team members sa community natin. Kaya, doon ako magpo-focus when it comes to live trading. Pero at least kahit paano, nakita nyo kung paano ang trading, ano ba dapat ang gawin nyo. So, hopefully marami kayo natutunan tonight. Okay? Yan. For the gold trade. Eto ba? Ano lang yan? Market session by Anche. Eto, punta kayo dito. Libre lang. Nasaan ba rito? Eto to. Ay, hindi pala. Fair value gap yan eh. Eto to. Market sessions by Anche 1991. Libre lang yan. Okay? It basically teaches us yung flow ng pera for the day. Market sessions. Ayan. Okay? So, ayan. Good night, ladies and gentlemen. Good luck sa trades. Basta, always TP when happy. Your job is to be profitable at the end of the day, at the end of the week, at the end of the month. Okay? You coming out profitable or positive pa account nyo is already you are already one big step ahead of your fellow traders. And magawa nyo yun consistently, that's the beauty. Okay? That's the beauty. Kaya wag kayong, stop comparing yourself with other people. Compare nyo yung sarili nyo palagi on who you were kahapon, last week, last month. Yun ang totoong competition. Sarili nyo. No one else. Wag na wag niyo compare yung result nyo sa result ng iba. Kanya-kanya tayong journey. Alright? Kanya-kanya. Kaya focus on yourself. Focus on your growth. Appreciate nyo yung small little step na ginagawa nyo para sa sarili nyo. When you appreciate yourself, you are putting confidence sa sarili nyo. Okay? Kasi the moment you don't appreciate yourself, the moment na magiging greedy kayo. Okay? So, ladies and gentlemen, good night. Good luck sa mga trades. I wish you the best. Alright? Kita-kits ulit tayo next week. Okay?